Where will my retirement income come from? Where is your retirement income going to come from? What assets? What investments? What pensions am I going to get in retirement? That's what we're going to talk about today on the Your Financial EKG YouTube channel. My name is Drew Blackstone. I'm a certified retirement counselor, investment advisor representative, and I'm your virtual financial advisor, helping you get to retirement, helping you get through retirement, and protecting your ability to stay in retirement. We want to protect that ability, and that's what we're going to talk about today, retirement income. Where is it going to come from? So let's start with number one. Where is my retirement income going to come from? Well, the first place is Social Security. Social Security is the most common area where you will get your retirement income. 99.9% of the individuals that I meet with, the pre-retirees or the retirees, have qualified for Social Security. Maybe it's high, maybe it's low, but for the most part, everyone, if you have enough working credits, is going to get Social Security. And so you need to know, when am I going to claim Social Security? Because you know you're going to get it, but when am I going to claim my Social Security benefits? Because that's a huge part of your retirement income puzzle. And when you think about your retirement income, think about it like a jigsaw puzzle. You've got 1,000 little pieces on the table, and the box that shows the picture of your retirement income is missing, and you can't find it. And so we've got to put all these jigsaw puzzles together, or these jigsaw pieces together, to get the picture. And Social Security is a big part of that picture. So let's talk about this. You can claim Social Security as early as 62. If you do that, you're going to get 70% of your full retirement benefit. Okay, so if you claim Social Security early at 62, you're going to get 70% of your full retirement benefit. If you wait to full retirement age, and let's say for this video at 67, if you wait to 67, you're going to get 100% of your full retirement benefit. Now, if you're an overachiever and you wait to 70 to start claiming your Social Security benefits, you're going to get 124% of your full retirement benefit. Now, keep in mind, between the ages of 62 and 70, you can claim Social Security at any age. So if you want to claim at 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, or 70, you have the option to do that. But what you want to really think about is, how does claiming Social Security at whatever age you want to do that, how is that going to affect my retirement income? How is that going to affect my taxes? And how long are my other retirement investments going to last based on when I take Social Security? If you've watched any of my Can I Retire videos, you know that we're always talking about how long is our retirement income going to last. And claiming Social Security, whether you do it early, you do it at full retirement age, or you wait to 70, is a key component in understanding how long my retirement income is going to last. Now listen, if you want me to put together a Social Security maximization schedule for you, or a Your Financial EKG to make sure you're not going to run out of retirement income, in the comment section below is a download. It's called the Roadmap to Retirement. Click that download. In a little box, it says, do you want to meet with a retirement advisor? You click, yes, that's me. I'll give you a call. We'll visit together to make sure that you're not going to run out of retirement income and that you claim Social Security at the right moment. All right, the second area of where will my retirement income come from is your retirement investments and your retirement savings. So number two, where will my retirement income come from? Retirement investments and savings. So our retirement income outside of Social Security is going to come from our retirement investments and retirement savings. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, I've talked about the 25X rule when it comes to saving for retirement. Now, The 25X rule says that you are ready to retire, or you are on the path to retirement when you have saved 25 times your monthly or annual expenses. So take your monthly expenses, multiply those by 12. So if it's $5,000 a month, multiply that by 12, that's $60,000 a year, and then multiply that $60,000 by 25. Now, depending on how much you need monthly and how much you saved, that'll give you a good idea of how much money you need to retire. And so if we're going to start taking income from our retirement investments, we want to make sure that we have saved enough for retirement. So 25X gives you a good foundation for saving for retirement. Now remember, it doesn't work for everybody. It's not every situation. I just want to give you a good rule of thumb. Another great rule of thumb to think about is what they call the 4% rule. And I want to give you a little bit of a disclaimer. So we're going to put a pin in the 4% rule for a disclaimer, but I want to explain that real quick. The 4% rule for retirement income says if you take 4% of your retirement investments as income for the rest of your life, so if you got $1 million, you take $40,000 out a year, your money should last forever. What most people get wrong about the 4% rule is they do not factor in inflation. And if you factor in inflation to the 4% rule, your 4% gradually increases every year, and you essentially lessen the longevity of your retirement investments and retirement income. So new research shows us a different rule because of how long we're living and how much we are retiring early. Everybody wants FIRE. They want to be financially independent and retire early. The new rule is 2 to 2.5%, meaning the same $1 million in retirement investments and retirement savings, you need to take out $20,000 to $25,000 a year with inflation to make sure that you never run out of money. Now, obviously, all these calculators are just rules of thumb. And if you want to make sure that you have an exact, or at least a to the exact as I can get exact probability, go to my website, Your Financial EKG. Let's put together a Your Financial EKG for you to make sure that you are not going to run out of retirement income. And watch some of my other videos on how we do that, especially the Can I Retire videos. So the third area we need to look at where will my retirement income come from is you want to think about creating a pension. Now, what do I mean by creating a pension? You want to create a stream of retirement income that is as guaranteed as possible, meaning you're going to get it on a monthly basis no matter what for the rest of your life. And there's certain retirement investment vehicles that allow you to do that, but there's also retirement strategies that we can employ that will help us create our own retirement pension, okay? Now, the first way that we can do this is what I call, or what most financial individuals call, the bucket strategy. Now, I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube, especially retirement videos, talking about bucket strategies. And I'm not talking about in the sense of paying down this bucket, then paying down this bucket, and then paying down this bucket. What I mean by that is you have buckets of retirement investments, okay? So you might have, your 401k, and you might have a Roth IRA, and then you might have money that's non-qualified that's in a brokerage account, okay? You want to look at these accounts and say, okay, go back to the last part of the video. If we're taking 2%, let's use the $20,000 rule. Where is this going to come from? How are we going to spread this out? Because I don't believe that you just need to pay down buckets. Like, oh, I'm going to pay this one down, and then I'm going to start this one, and then I'm going to start this one. No, let's look at it on a whole, and let's say, okay, based on our age, can we touch our 401k and our Roth IRA yet? Well, if you're under the age of 59.5, you can't unless you use the rule of 55. And so maybe we have to touch this one at first, the non-qualified bucket. But then we can adjust our spending as we get over the age of 59.5. And what I'd rather do is have these buckets more consistent. So if we need $20,000 a year, maybe we're taking 10K out of our 401k, 5K out of our Roth, and 5K out of our non-qualified account. That way we're not spending down our buckets. It's more spread across. We're spreading that risk across the different buckets. Okay, so that's the bucket strategy. Another way to create a pension is through dividends. Maybe you can buy some dividend funds or dividend stocks that are consistently paying you each quarter or each month or biannually or annually approximately the same amount of money. Now keep in mind with dividends, okay, with dividends there's some risk because there's risk and fluctuations. We saw that with 2020, right? In 2020, a lot of companies suspended their dividends. So you have to know that your dividend can go up and it can go down, right? And so there's other retirement vehicles out there that will guarantee retirement pensions or guarantee income. I don't want to get into those today on YouTube because it's just too in-depth. And again, it would take hours and hours to go through everything. But if you're thinking about the 3 areas of retirement income, Social Security, that's huge, our retirement investments and our retirement assets, and creating a pension. This is going to help you put together your retirement income to get you to retirement, get you through retirement, and protect your ability to stay in retirement. All right? Well, hey, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless. Bye-bye.